Hello everyone, this is Sue Broom and I'm coming to you live. Well, it'll be replay. For me, I am live, but this is a special announcement and I'm so excited that I wanted to, there go the chimes, I wanted to record this so you guys can actually feel the excitement because I am doing the unveiling for all of you. So, some of you may know that I have been working on a third deck of cards. You know, my first deck right here, the Desert Speaks Oracle cards, and then right here we have Angels Are Everywhere Angelic Oracle deck. And the third deck came together quite quickly, though I think it's been out in the ethers for quite a while, but the third one is called Messages from Your Loved Ones Oracle cards. And I received my proof copy today, so I was going to show a couple. And then I also wanted to share with you that on Thursday, July 2nd of 2020, I will be doing a special presentation on Facebook Live using these cards. So that is through my Empowerment For You Facebook Live page, the number 4. And it, of course, will be recorded and you will be able to watch the replay, but it will be actually using the cards for the first time. I just received these, honestly. I was just sitting down to lunch. I heard the mail and it's like, I know it was supposed to come, so I quick ran and got it and they're here. I did open them and I glanced at them, but I haven't actually gone through every single card yet. Now, this deck is smaller than my other deck. In fact, I will show you. It is smaller, and for whatever reason, this deck wanted to be smaller. You know, when I'm creating a deck of cards, I have to listen to what the angels are telling me, but what the deck wants as well. So it's actually the size of a tarot deck. So this is my first deck, the Desert Speaks. I love this. I love all my decks. And it feels really good. I think this is a good size, but this is a way for people to connect with their loved ones. Our loved ones are always with us. You know, I wrote a book called Signs from Your Loved Ones. This book has been out since 2013. And it actually, the signs, a friend of mine recommended that I call this deck Signs. And it's like, oh, that feels pretty good. Yeah, I'll do that. And then all of a sudden it's like messages. Oh, these truly are messages. Because the book talks about the signs that you can receive and actually how to increase the signs in your life from your loved ones on the other side. But this truly is messages. This is about you connecting with your loved one. And how do we do that? We can sit down and have, take a couple of deep breaths, but sit down and think of a beautiful memory that we have. And there go the chimes. A beautiful memory with our loved one. If we start crying, that's okay, because that's all part of the connection. Our loved ones are still here. They are with us in our hearts. They are always with us. And how do we bring them to life? With the memories, with our heart connection. So the back of the card, actually, it's the same picture with the title on every single card. I kept this deck, the actual back of the deck, I kept it very simple. Each card is very simple because they are a few words, and it really is up to you how those words are connecting with you and your loved one. The thing that I have found with every single deck that I have created is they are very accurate. And it has to do with intention. So what is your intention going into the deck? How you're using the deck, how you're connecting with your loved one, and then pulling a card or a couple cards. You can do this every single day if you want, or you can sit down and have a conversation. I had a phone call from a friend the other day. Now, she was using the Desert Speaks. And she says to me, she goes, "Oh my gosh, your cards, I pulled 3 or 4 of them." And she said, they form a sentence. So those are all things, it's a very individual thing, but it's your connection with each of the decks, and how often are you using them, and what is it that you're looking for? So with this deck, obviously we are looking for messages from our loved ones. Some of the cards, I won't go through every single one, because hopefully you'll tune in on July 2nd and watch me as I do the Facebook Live, or you could also get a reading from me, and I will use these cards if it is your loved one that you want to connect with. But this is one of the cards. My feelings of love are real, always and forever. And isn't that so very true? Because our feelings are what is real. It is the love that is the real thing. It's not that they're all of a sudden gone from our lives. They may not be here physically, but that love connection that we have, that feeling that we have when we think of our loved one, that's always alive. It's the stories and the memories, that's what keeps our loved ones alive. And I'll tell you, those chimes have been pretty darn active since I started. There's another one. Our connection is strengthened through your breath. And that is one of the things that I have found is when I want to connect with any of my loved ones, if I want to strengthen my connection with any of my loved ones, if I want to strengthen the connection with the divine or the angels or my guides, what is it that I'm going to do? I am going to focus on my breath. And that is very important. Our breath is our connection. Just like the love is our connection. And when we are breathing in their love, it strengthens all of the connection. Are you getting that there's a theme with our loved ones here? That we're always connected? Hear my whispers. This, and this absolutely holds true for the angels. This holds true for your guides. This holds true for your higher self. But when you are using this deck and setting the intention that you are connecting with someone who has transitioned, think about the times when you might even think that you're hearing a voice. Or think about the times when it feels like there's a little tickle on your ear. Or you might be thinking about your loved one in a restaurant, and all of a sudden you hear someone at a table next to you that is barely audible. But it's like, oh my gosh, that's something that my mom would always say. There's certain things that, boy, if I would ever overhear somebody saying it, I would know it is her. And I am sure that with you and your loved one, you have things just like that as well. Let me show you one more card. And trust me, I will be sharing these cards more and more. And of course, as soon as I get them up on my website, they will be available for sale. So if you or someone you know is interested in getting the messages from your loved ones, oracle cards, they will be available on my website, suebroom.com, maybe even by the end of today, at least by the end of this week, because I do have to get a supply in. But if I'm right now, so today is June 29th, and if I order them today, I may even have my supply by the end of the week, so timing will be perfect. And one more card. I am very, very proud of you. And I know this is one of those things, I specifically asked this because I know this is something where, wow, that sounds kind of corny. But when I actually read these words and tuned in to my mom and my dad, who are both on the other side, I could feel that is definitely a message that they would share with me. So this card absolutely needed to be in the deck because there are so many people who have loved ones on the other side, and maybe they never heard those words, and maybe their parents were too shy, too busy, too whatever to say those words, or maybe you just, even though it was said, you just were never hearing those words, and now you need to hear it. So I will tell you, these cards are going to be perfect for either you or someone you know, and they will help you connect with your loved ones, because our loved ones are still here. They are still here in our hearts. And this deck will help you with your connection, because maybe you aren't hearing their whispers, and this will help you hear their messages. Angel blessings to you, and find out more about me and what I have to offer on my website, SueBroom.com, and that's also where you can go to purchase messages from your loved ones, oracle decks, oracle cards. See, I went back and forth. Should I say, what should I call them, oracle deck or oracle cards? So obviously both really wanted to come out. So messages from your loved ones, oracle cards. And I am going to leave that in because I am real. Angel blessings to you.